Mabel, darling, why are you always on that phone of yours? Put that thing down and talk to us.
What are you talking about? You never put down that newspaper. When was it published? 1997?
Don't sass me, Mabel. This paper's been here longer than you, and it will still be here after you're gone, too.
Whatever, as long as I'm not stuck here.
Freeze! What's going on here? This looks like a classic example of the generational divide. Dun, dun, dun! According to an article in the New York Times, there are fewer opportunities for generations to interact with each other currently, thus the term generational divide. But just how different are we truly? And more importantly, how much do we have in common? According to The Generational Differences and Improving Communication by Michael Seaver, the generation gap is in large part the result of miscommunication and misunderstanding, fueled by common insecurities and the desire for power.
What do you mean? What do we have in common?
Yeah, I mean, look at those wrinkles.
Well, let's find out and go on an adventure!
Hey, Gran, what are you doing?
I'm writing a thank you note to my sister in Vietnam.
You know, you could just send a quick text.
Yes, dear, I know. I'm writing a personalized letter to show that I truly care about the gift I received from her. Geez, you children nowadays have no idea how to show proper thanks.
Actually, Gran, I have sent many eloquent paragraph texts that expressed how I was feeling, and the person I sent them to truly appreciated them.
Also, many teenagers nowadays do strive to connect with others, whether they want to admit it or not. They express themselves through their social media and their personal devices.
I know, honey, but I still love ya.
Thanks, Gran.
Right here, we have what appears to be some very different ways of relaxing. Eyes front, soldier. But why don't I let them tell you all about it?
Well, I like to relax by getting away from the rush and the hubbub. The world is such a busy place, and I like to go outside, enjoy the nice sunshine, or go for a walk. But it's still important for me to keep up with what's going on.
Hey, I'm the same way, but between college and work, sometimes you just gotta get away from it all. But I like to stay connected with social media sites on my phone so that I won't miss anything new with my friends.
It can be easy to see the different ways that people do things, and think that the two people are wildly different. But sometimes, even though we might enjoy different things, we enjoy them for similar reasons. Both of these people want to get away from their busy lives, but they still want to stay connected and up to date with what's going on.
I guess that makes sense, and sometimes I just want to go outside and toss a frisbee with my friends.
And I've been playing Words with Friends with my brother Tom all week.
As you can see here, back in the time of the baby boomers, smoking and drinking was a common way to relax. These were both exciting ways to pass the time. According to a Gallup poll and a statement by the CDC, smoking rates have dropped over 60% since 1950.
But if not as many young folk are doing these things, what are they doing?
Here you see a teenager from Generation Y trying to get an adrenaline rush from breaking the law. Would you cut that out? I'm right here. Sorry about that. According to peer mentor Emily Vanderweely, teenagers might not be as prone to smoking. This is what's called purple leisure, but they still like the rush of breaking the rules from time to time. People like to do things that have a sense of being forbidden. And maybe they don't do it the same way, but they still like to keep trying to push the rules when they're relaxing.
Hey, Gran, how's your day been?
Oh, it's been so swell. I was out gardening today and I saw Jane walking and I just had to speak with her. Apparently,
Okay, Gran. I wasn't looking for a full-ass story. Speaking of stories, what is the significance of that dish you have there anyways? You always seem to be holding it.
Oh, this old thing, it brings back so many memories.
Gran?
Yes, my apologies, dear. Now, where was I? Ah, right. Your grandfather tried to woo me so many times. But of course, back then, all he did was talk about himself and stuff. So I just kept rejecting him.
Well, now you own the dish. So, how did he finally woo you?
That lad was very adamant about getting my attention. He seemed to end up wherever I was, the library, the record store, and especially the popular hangout diner, the Peach. I finally fell for the man, and he started showing me the respect I deserve. We dated and married within 2 years. The dish was his wedding gift to me. I knew I loved it, even though I was quite stubborn, and to this day I still treasure it. However, back then it signified something so beautiful, yet so objectifying. Now I see it as a symbol of his unconditional love for me.
Wow, that was quite the story. I have something that has quite a meaning to me as well.
And what would that be, dear?
I was close to Grandpa as well when he passed. I got a tattoo that says, "Everything happens for a reason." I felt this was a perfect symbol to represent how I feel. Whenever I'm feeling unlucky, I look at it and it reminds me that things could be worse than they are now, at this moment.
Well, that is just too much for my little heart to handle. I'm not saying I approve of your action, because I don't. But I see you used your better judgment there, rather than just making another impulsive decision. Say, does your mother and father know about this?
I actually need to leave. I'm going to a movie with Mindy, and I need to meet her there in 15 minutes. See you later, Gran.
What in heaven's name? Children nowadays.
In spite of the differences between both Gran and Angela's objects, they're similar in meaning. We can see this from an article on marketingteacher.com that both generations value objects with character and permanence. Although Gran may think Angela is foolish, and Angela may think her grandmother is very cheesy, there is now a deeper understanding of how those things came to be and why they play such a significant role in each of the girls' lives. You see, both of these objects have significance because of their permanence. Both baby boomers and Gen Yers appreciate items with character and a story. They want things that will last them. And this brings them both together. Good morning, Cedar Falls, Iowa. The high today is a heat wave of 40 degrees, with gusty winds expected in the late afternoon. I hope you all have a joyful and safe day.
Oh, dear Lord, I hope we can make it back to our gathering this evening.
Hey guys, since it's going to be so nice out today, would you guys be interested to join me and Gran for dinner tonight?
Your Grandma Mabel or Grandma Dandy?
Granny Mabel.
Yeah, I'll be back. Your grandmother's cooking is always fantastic.
You can count me in.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Super. See you guys at 5.
My goodness, Margaret, you're looking lovely today.
Aw, thank you, Gran. You are so sweet. What is that smell?
Oh, it's just a little something I whipped up a couple minutes ago while you and your friends were downstairs.
Well, whatever it is, it smells great. Oh, Gran, I asked some friends to come back for dinner tonight. I hope that's okay with you.
Of course it is. You know I love having company over.
Perfect. I told them to meet me here at 5 p.m.
We'd better tidy up.
Gran, the house looks perfectly clean.
Margaret, dear, when you have someone over, even the neighbor, you always need to clean. Your house and how you choose to present yourself by the clothing you wear should be a clear representation of your family's values and beliefs.
Okay, Gran.
Margaret, dear?
What is it, Gran?
Are those really your close friends?
Yep, these are all my friends.
Dear, they're white.
Grana, stop it.
I'm sorry. It's just that back then, we always hung out with black folks, never white folks.
Gran, it's 2017. Jeez. Anyway, let's hurry up and set the table. They just texted me and said they're almost gonna be here. And please be nice when they get here. Thank you.
As you can see, every generation values a sense of community, whether it be the tight-knit groups of yesteryear or the broad and inclusive social groups of today. Everyone likes to have friends.
Wow, that was really quite an adventure.
I'll say, it's amazing how fast you can travel with the power of video editing.
Hey now, the fourth wall is my thing. Anyway, did you guys at least learn something from this?
I guess maybe we aren't so different just because we were born in different times.
Totally. And our differences just make what we have in common even more important.
Well, that's just why Common Ground is so important. It lets us come together with people that we love.
Aw, I love you, Grandma.
You're such a sweet child, Mabel. I love you too.
Aww.
And I would love some tea. Do you have any chamomile?
When are you leaving?
Probably as soon as the credits start to roll.